This video is sponsored by Monsters of Drakkenheim, Ghostfire's latest project that's nearing a big fat million. It's also nearing the final day. This book of nightmares is full of monstrosities befitting the classic horrifying setting of Drakkenheim, ranging from little blobs to epic bosses with fully pre-made layers, and also deadly conditions like burning, freezing, or shocked. Do you want to maybe fight that thing with this sword? You gotta get the book. Sorry, nothing I can do about it. Do you want to evolve the boss monsters even further, or force the dungeon dudes to write a rat venture? Do you want a Bruce of Holding? How about all this cool stuff? Well, them's the hotcakes, buddy, and there's the shelf. That's my time, and thank you very much. Looking through all the classes in D&D eventually makes one stand out as the strangest. In the arcane segment of casters, people who can read and write in the magic that forms the world around them, it's those guys who sing in college campus parking lots and say that their unique cover of Dom Dom Yes Yes has the same power as a wizard. But I took the time to read through the whole class and realized that with a little luck and a lot of bullshit, anyone can gaslight you into thinking that they're a magical bard. Or, on the inverse, you could play a bard all the way through as if their powers are gaslighting and not magic. The best way to start this is by asking your dungeon master to secretly add all of your bardic inspirations behind the screen, because gaslighting your friends is fun. Or that might just be lying to them, but that's part of D&D, my friend. The first thing that caught my eye and made me do this video are these couple sentences near the start of the bard's entry. Perhaps you had a secure and mundane childhood. There's no good story to be told about that, so you might paint yourself as an orphan raised by a hag in a dismal swamp. So in that same line of thinking, if you join a party with the Lord of Mount's Edge Manor, who escaped an arranged marriage after their parents were murdered and now lives as a level 1 vigilante crime stopper, while at the same time your parents argued about the recent shift in taxes, you can just say like, yeah man, same shit happened to me, except all 4 of my parents died. You're not as special as you think. And then just strum your little ukulele to quote-unquote prove it.
Because 5 years ago, I made a fart joke.
The best thing about doing this is that the quick build recommendations work perfectly for your fake bard. Dancing lights. You can just juggle real torches for a minute at a time and say that that's what you need to do to focus on the spell. You could also drop some money on glowing mushroom spores or balloons painted yellow, or if you're in cahoots with the Cleric of Trickery, just have them cast light on your balloons. Vicious Mockery. If you're gonna actually be doing damage, have the DM roll for it behind the screen and just continuously insult people until they feel emotionally hurt.
You're supposed to be dumpster diving for ham scraps, you 6-piece chicken McNobody! Get out of my
I don't even think you need to deal that damage if you're mean enough. Charm Person. Your spell component just happens to be a minute's worth of smooth talking and the occasional slip of 10 to 25 gold pieces. If your party starts to worry about the duration, just tell them that they're being paranoid. Maybe they have chronophobia or something, I don't know, tell them to get off your back. Detect magic? Just wait for obvious magic and then call that shit out. Anyone can cast this spell on a fireball, and if the rogue can't pick a lock, just blame it on arcane lock or something. Honestly, just act like you're casting this spell all the time and blame your failures on hidden influences and the ghosts of your 4 dead parents. And for healing word, just use the same healing word that my dad did. You're fine, walk it off. You don't need to see a doctor, just wait a week and you'll feel great. Quit being such a pussy. In my opinion, that's worth about 1d4 hit points in a pinch. For Thunderwave, Wario's got that one down pat with no magic, further than clapping his ass. There you go. Bardic Inspiration is your bread and butter, but without literally handing the die to a player, how would they ever know whether or not you really helped? Because you're always helping. You're the most helpful person in the party. It's everyone else that isn't pulling their weight, and they should be grateful that you're so inspiring. The best thing about early levels for bards is that they just get slight number boosts in their skills, which you can't really track. Sometimes your rolls just suck, and sometimes they're great. So every time you succeed a roll, it's because you're an expert in the field. And if you fail, it was dark forces working against you. Or the melody was off, or you weren't focused, or your teammates got in the way, or you actually succeeded and everyone's just remembering it wrong. Because don't forget, when you're a bard, nothing's your fault. Just go ahead and skip Song of Rest. Your party hasn't been in any real danger yet, and you're saving that special ballad for when you really need it. Just promise that you'll use it next time. Every time. Then quickly get blasted at camp so you can't hold a note. For your Bard college, the only one a scam artist needs is the College of Stolen Valor. That's as leechy as you can get. The whole subclass is about gathering incredible stories and using them to inspire your allies to perform their own feats. Which is to say, make up amazing incredible stuff that people definitely probably have done, while at the same time stealing glory stories and just say that you did them. If you can do an OK Wonderwall or hot crossed buns, and you play it while the barbarian rips apart a mind flayer, that's basically the exact same thing as you doing it yourself.
There he is. By the way, I'm the guy with the sword, that's me.
You get extra attack later, but who said you'd be on the front lines? You've got inspiring music to play, like that song about fighting in a parking lot. You display plenty of valor just being on or near the battlefield. Would you call anyone who saw a dragon and lived to tell the tale a coward? Probably if you found out that the dragon was just in a picture book. The College of Lore, ironically, can be impersonated by a confident idiot. It adds more proficiency bonuses, but if you say you're good at anything and everything, people will probably believe you. Cutting words is great, and you can use it the same way as vicious mockery. Just scream overwhelmingly offensive obscenities and blasphemies during battle.
Filthy.
Constantly. Usopp does a fantastic job of this. I think I've been describing Usopp this whole time. Here's one of his abilities.
A piece of paper cuts across the skin of your knuckles.
But in doing this, if anyone ever misses an attack or fails a spell saving throw, that was because of you, buddy. The toughest part of this subclass is the spells that you get from magic secrets. So here's a small handful that I think you could probably figure out how to fake. Animal Friendship, Heroism, Identify, Speak with Animals, Enhance Ability.
Actually, I got it all wrong. Those are Bard spells. Instead, here's two accurate ones. Animate Dead. Paint your friend green and just have him shit his pants. Bam. Speak with Dead. Or Speak with Plants. Lie about it. There you go.
And if you feel really cornered, run away and brush up on your deception. Or just, I don't know, cast your spells like normal. You're a bard.